I went to Goodwill, I bought a shirt and a vase. I know you're dying to see what I'm gonna do with it, so let's make it. The vase was $1.99. The shirt was $5.99, but it was 50% off. So we're at about $5. I bought this because number one, it was on sale, and number two, I kind of thought the pattern was fun. So there's no way I'm gonna wrap it around the vase and make it look good. So we are gonna kind of do pieces. And I'm just gonna cut pieces like this. So I just started cutting the shirt piece by piece, and it didn't really matter the size or the shape. It was just random, very random. And I'm breaking out the Mod Podge Multi-Gloss. I'm gonna put some in a little bowl, and all I'm gonna do is Mod Podge it right onto here. So I'll put some on the actual vase, and I'll grab a piece of fabric, and what I do wanna do also is get it just on that upper lip so we don't have an awkward spot there. So I'm gonna go like this, fold it over, smooth it, cover it with some more Mod Podge, and I'm just gonna keep doing that same thing, and we'll overlap it. I overlapped the pieces and went around the whole vase. That's all I did. It's covered. I'm putting it on a piece of parchment paper, and I'm gonna just let it dry. Here's the vase with the Mod Podge all dry, and you could leave it like this and it looks pretty cool. What I'm actually wanting to do is put resin over it. So I could just put a clear resin coat over it and it would look really cool. However, I wanted to try something a little bit different. I wanted the pattern in the background, and I wanted to try a different effect. I have my vase on a tower of cups right there. I have smaller ones in there. I wanted it elevated enough to where it doesn't actually touch this bigger cup on the bottom, and it's stable. So I am also going to use my level and make sure it's level both ways, which is pretty good. And I have mixed 8 ounces of resin, and I'm using Promise Epoxy, and I will link which one I'm using down in the description so you can see it. I have 6 smaller cups. I'm going to divide it into there. Might be even, might not be. We'll just wait and see. And this is more resin that I'll actually need for the base. I was just fearful that I might run low on it. I went into my arsenal of glitters, and I'm going to add some glitter into these, into 2 of them, because I really want to see how it all mixes together. So I have a blue one, and I have a purple, and I wanted to make sure I was using fine glitter. And then I'm going to use some pigment powders. I have a blue that matches really well with what is actually on the base. I have some green, which also looks like it matches pretty well with what is on the base. And then I have some purple pigment, and then I'm gonna do a black also. So I have a lot of this blue, so I'm gonna start there. A little bit of black, which is more really grayish, but that's okay. I just alternated the glitters and the colors and just kept pouring right on top until it started flowing. So we're gonna start seeing this start to go over the edge, which is when the really cool stuff starts happening. So I'm pouring the resin and alternating the colors and the glitter, and it's running down the sides, and it's beautiful, and it's turning out exactly as I'd hoped it would. I could still see the pattern of the shirt underneath the resin, and it was subtle, and I thought that's really cool. That's what I wanted. So I continued to do that until I realized I needed to help out some of the sides. The resin doesn't want to go in new places, so it will just keep going over the same track. So I'm going to put a little bit of the resin that was down in here on here and just sort of let it cover. Okay, I definitely want to hit that edge as well. Now that I had it covered to where the resin was going to flow everywhere, I just continued with the remainder of the resin that I had. And again, looking good, looking pretty, loving the subtle pattern underneath and how it's flowing and blending together. It was all perfect. Right about there. You'll see what I mean in a minute, and what I should have done is added an opaque white layer between the colors, but I didn't do that because I was afraid it was going to cover the pattern of the fabric. Now I don't see any bubbles. I'm looking very closely. I don't see any bubbles on here, so I think I'm just going to let it continue to run. I'll keep scooping the edge until it stops dripping. I'm going to let this sit before I handle it. Make sure it sets up, and we'll see how it looks as it becomes whatever it wants to become. Are we ready for the reveal here? I'm going to pull this puppy right off. Look at that. Didn't even stick. And there it is. It's Kind of cool. It's got sparkles in it and stuff. I'm not sure if you can see that. It toned it down from the original shirt, but this is kind of a fun way, like if you have a favorite shirt that's gonna just end up in the trash, maybe you make something out of it. It did not, I thought the resin would be more solid and I went lighter on it. I was a little fearful that it would come on too strong. I don't know, let me know. Let me know what you think. You can always put a candle in it, light it up, because you can still see through it. You can put a tap light in there and just slide it right in. I have links to those tap lights too, but that's kind of fun. I mean, think if you found like a 4th of July t-shirt, or for Christmas, you could do that. You can kind of have them outside at night to be able to light up. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. Be sure to let me know what you think of this, and remember, you can put flowers in here. It's a totally functional vase. So if you didn't want to light it up, or maybe you want to light it up and put flowers in there, you could do that too. And let me know if you've worked with resin before, and if you are at all intimidated on working with resin, I have the perfect guide for you. It's free, totally free, and it's a getting started with resin guide, and I wrote it. It's down in the description below. You can pick up a copy there. Just click on the link and I will send it to you. So be sure to pick that up if you have any concerns. And even if you've been working with it for a while and you just want to kind of see what I have to say, you can pick it up for free. And if you like this project, you're gonna love this one. So be sure to hop over there and check it out. And in the meantime, remember, life's too short not to shimmer. So grab your glue gun and your glitter, and I'll see you over here.